Begin with justice for the two Embu brothers, and now we know that the Director of Public Prosecutions, Noordin Haji, has now ordered for the immediate arrest of 6 police officers implicated in the deaths of the two brothers in Embu County. The DPP wants the 6 officers arraigned and directed that the investigations file be closed. This comes as the Independent Policing Oversight Authority, that's IPOA, in a file forwarded to the DPP, recommended that the 6 police officers face murder-related charges. And as Stephen Leto now reports, the 6 have already been interdicted as human rights groups question the conduct of the 6 police officers.
A family crushed by grief and a community still reeling in shock over the death of the two brothers, the late Benson Jeru and Emmanuel Mutura. The wheels of justice are finally turning for the family and the Kianjokoma community in Embu County. 6 police officers implicated in their death will now face justice. Director of Public Prosecutions Noordin Haji, in a statement this evening, wrote, quote, "I am directing the Inspector General of Police to immediately arrest and arraign in Nairobi all officers involved pending investigations by IPOA to avoid any interference with evidence and or intimidation of witnesses," end quote. Noordin Haji termed the case as urgent and called on investigating bodies to conclude the probe and submit the results of the investigations to the DPP by close of business Monday. According to the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution, the death of the Kianjokoma brothers occurred while in police custody, exposing the National Police Service that has also submitted preliminary findings to the DPP from the Internal Affairs Unit. IPOA says the 6 police officers were involved in a criminal act and the investigations has placed them at the center of events leading to the death of the two brothers. IPOA, in a file sent to DPP, recommended that the police officers be relieved of their duties immediately pending the outcome of the findings under review. IPOA also wants the police officers in question to surrender any government stores in their possession, including their firearms, within the shortest time possible.
If ODPP agrees with our recommendations, particularly if our recommendation is to prosecute, it's really now up to him to present the file before judiciary.
Besides murder, IPOA also warned the other officers who may have been involved charged with negligence.
If you are found culpable, you'll be dealt with as an individual who violated the law, not the entire service.
Already, Police Inspector General Hilary Mutyambai, in his engaged the IG on Twitter, says the 6 police officers have been interdicted as investigations continue, with human rights groups now warning of increasing cases of extrajudicial killings in the country.
That as grassroots human rights organizations, we want a safe and secure country. We cannot allow human rights violations to be perpetrated undeterred.
With the turn of events, the family can now rest easy, hoping that the sluggish wheels of justice will turn very fast. Stephen Leto, Citizen TV, Nairobi.